Hello and welcome back. My name is Matt Latterer and today we're going to continue our Pillars of Eternity Let's Play series. So you may note that we are at a different place where we last stopped. All I did so far is just open the gate we got the key to and go down here. There was quite literally nothing interesting there to see. I've gone ahead and re-equipped all my characters with their armor already. And what I also did is essentially stock up on some quick use items for various characters, since I may need them. Essentially, I've given Kana and Aloth a bit of off-healing if it is needed, and basically also our main character gains a potion of Infuse with Vital Essence. Basically, more hit points while in fight. We'll have to see how that turns out. But for now, first we'll sneak away across this enormously large hall here, because there is something interesting to see down here. We open up, and here we find a room and a murder scene. Blood, still wet, runs from the woman's slit throat, soaking into the sheets below. Yeah,
What?
that bodes not good at all.
That's settled.
But here we find Rimmergun's Mantle, which gives us a freeze DR bonus and restore freeze damage.
Yeah.
So if you ever fight enemies that do a lot of freezing, yeah, we have that. So, in here we have a bunch of stuff.
Keeping an eye out.
Mostly of
simple
interest is
test.
this chest here,
That's settled.
which has the Belt of Bountiful Healing, which will give our main character. Down here we have a bunch of money and a pistol and a hatchet. And on the table, an interesting potion, will also give our main character, and more money. So, first of all, the Belt of Bountiful Healing gives us 25% more healing received. So we'll take that. And then we have the Potion of Merciless Gaze, plus 15% of hits are converted into critical hits. Oh yeah, we want that.
Yeah.
So, let's go up here then. As I approach, I'll quick save a couple times just to see how far up I can go before the conversation triggers, so that I can better basically set up how my people stand when the combat begins. That will be quite important. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk with Lord Raedric. Note there's a couple champions of Barath, a paladin of Barath, an archer, a bodyguard, an archmage, a favorite of Barath, and Raedric himself. This will be a massively difficult combat, and I think on 4th level we should be equipped to handle it. We'll have to see. So let's talk to Raedric. Let him approach. Flanked by a host of guards, all of whom regard you with mute hostility, Lord Raedric VII observes you from his throne, clad in ornate plate. His eyes have a hollow quality, and there is a pallor to the man's gaunt face that leaves his features showing stark against his dark and unkempt hair. There is a dagger discarded upon one stone arm of the throne. A thin crimson rivulet worms its way down from the blade and past Raedric's fingers, even as he leans forward to regard you with piercing gaze. Thought he'd be better looking, even with all the inbreeding. Though his face is calm, you notice Adair's hand straying towards his weapon, as though with a mind of its own.
It is unlike Kolsch to hire mercenaries, or foreigners for that matter. And you are not one of mine, so I cannot accuse you of treason.
His fingers close loosely around the pommel of the dagger, as if to ascertain if it is still there, and then flinch away. You've come far closer than his people ever did. Raedric looks to its guards, who shuffle nervously. Much too close. He looks back at you. A quiet infiltration, and done more skillfully than Kolsch could ever manage. I did not expect it.
What has my cousin promised you? Some grand reward? If he had any resources to his name, he would not covet mine. And if he had any honor in him, he would not have tried this here, now, when I have lost so much.
Kolsch is your cousin?
Oh yes, we are kin, he and I. He was raised within these walls, in fact, privy to all the privileges our family had to offer. But a greedy man always hungers after more than he receives, however bountiful. I was eldest, heir to the stewardship of our lands, and he was not.
The legacy brought chaos with it, panic and despair. Kolsch took advantage of that chaos, creating division in our ranks, luring loyal men and women to his cause. Good men, good women. Raedric's gaze goes distant for a moment, and then he glances at you, and his lips curl. He fled the keep in time to hole up in the wilds beyond the village, to play at being a commoner and to court favor with the people. And while he plays at conqueror, the Vale suffers, families, traders, all. I do not have enough men to guard the roads and defend us from Kolsch's incursions both. My attention suffers, and so my governance, my family. Raedric breathes out through his nose. Nor can I make the efforts necessary to bring about an end to this curse, if we were beset on all hours by his traitorous plots. So, point to the dagger. What happened there?
A just sentence.
His voice wavers, and in that moment a pang of grief crosses his face. Ygritte knew. She hid the verses from me, the tokens. She knew what I would make of them. The scattered god poisoned her against me, made her deaf to my instruction. Only when her son was born, that hollow thing, that monster. Then we both knew what her crimes had wrought. Raedric turns a baleful look upon you, jaw working. Face flushed and splotchy with emotion. It could not stand. He brings up a hand suddenly towards his temple, obscuring his face. What does Kolsch know of sacrifice? He would indulge himself. Let us succumb, one by one, and suffer Barroth's punishment, until the final soul goes to its keeping, never to return, and Gilded Vale is but a barren land. So you murdered your own wife? I carried out the sentence, and you would have me give her an executioner? In the deer wood we see to our own justice. Raedric sits back in his throne, his knuckles wide upon the armrest. And that thing, that silent aberration, that was not alive to kill. His dark eyes narrowed. Keep your recriminations, trespasser. I have done my duty. Yeah, Gilded Vale has suffered under your rule. It deserves a better leader. Raedric makes a low huffing noise of disbelief. And you think Kolsch is that leader? What does he understand of what it means to be a Thane? He has gathered a meager assembly of illiterate farmers and scavengers to himself, and he sends these in suicidal action against my gods.
You are a pawn in Kolsch's designs, and he has kept his motivations from you for a reason. I wonder if you understand what it is you do, or what you might accomplish if you were better informed. You have proven your competence in your way, and had I such an ally, we might together put an end to Gilded Vale's woes, lift the curse once and for all, and in doing so, return us to a life where such strict measures are not necessary.
Your people deserve justice. This ends here.
So be it. May the twinned god take pity upon your splintered soul, and scatter it to the winds.
There we go. Combat starts. Right away we're gonna do a bunch of buffing and debuffing if we can. We start with a blessing. Centered about here. You attack that guy, you attack here. Aloth, in the meantime, need to wait until the combat starts a little bit more. You go ahead and shoot the Archmage. There we go. So, Stuck also. Dex reduced by 2, accuracy is reduced by 5. But it inflicts on all. So we try to blind Raedric himself. And everyone close to him. Then we go for the Crucible of the Soul. Actually, no, the other one, the Speaker to the Restless. And basically debuff all guys out here. Okay. He is already casting, he as well. Okay. Okay. This guy goes in and places down a consecrated ground. Aloth goes ahead and uses a necrotic lance on the Archmage. And you get to use the potion.
Tonight! None shall...
Okay, the priest is already done again. What next? I think there was a good spell down here. Yeah, we increase our damage reduction. The Archmage has taken some good damage already. We try for a second lance. And then we go for an interdiction here. Okay, the Archmage has taken significant amounts of damage. Can we... he was healed. Ooh, now our main character needs to heal himself. We'll also give the Blessing of the Priest out here. We call up some skeletons. Okay, now we go for the minor missiles. I need to get rid of the Archmage and then as quickly as possible the Favorite of Barath. Okay. Blessing is still working, that is good. Pray against fear is not necessary at the moment. What's the range? Not much. Won't be as useful. The foes are dazed. Yep. Let's go with Instill Doubt. Didn't... There. Sometimes the clicking doesn't register properly. Kana should attack the Archmage as well again. You do that. These three guys should also go for the Archmage. You go ahead and actually... Where is it? Heal? Yeah, go for the main character only. He's the most important one right now. We got the Archmage, did we? No, we didn't. A human skeleton is kind of okay. Aloth, then keep continuing with your bombardment. There we go, finally. The Archmage is dead. Now the Favorite of Barath is our next target. The skeletons should attack him now. This is going a lot better than the last time I tried all of this. Can tell you that much for a fact. We go for another speaker. What is it called? Speaker to the Restless.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Good, good, good. The Favorite of Barath is down. Now we go... champions or Raedric? The Paladin's also already down, I think. Okay, we go for the Champion of Barath next. He's our next goal here. We still have a little bit of magic left. We can daze some more enemies. Does it only hit enemies? Yes. Oh, AoE. We try to place it here. By now the blessing has already ticked out again. So let's bless us all again, please. You, my good man.
What?
Get some more skeletons to summon. And then you also focus on the champion. I think we may have that one. Let's drain some health. There we go. Nice.
Stop us!
Champion of Barath. You should die soon. Anything else I can do? What's the accuracy penalty by 10? I'd rather save it up for some more heals if absolutely necessary. In the meantime, anything else we can usefully do right now? Not really. I think right now it's just keep going and murder them as fast as we can. Okay, the Champion of Barath should be down soon. We can once again summon more skeletons. Oh, so the old ones are disbanded essentially.
She'll stop us!
Adair, see if you can't knock down Raedric. I guess that didn't work out. Kana. We'll have to move you a little bit. I'm going into slow mode right now. Go triage. And Adair killed the bodyguard. Very nice. Adair goes for Raedric. We're still working on the Champion of Baraths down here. Let's give him some aid. Ouch, yeah. Okay, you instead go for using the endurance regeneration thing. Yeah, on Adair directly. Well, that wasn't much. Second chance, what does it do? Right, a second chance directly upon unconsciousness, so he heals a little bit if I remember correctly. And now we go for and Hail Hiraf crashed upon the shields, reducing the damage reduction of all enemies. Okay, we go for the nut champion.
Not even slowing us down!
Okay, the skeletons are down. Focus on that guy. Okay, we have him. You focus on Raedric. You guys focus on the Champion of Barath.
Great.
Yeah. Nice. I think we have this one booked and ready.
Not even slowing it.
Yeah, that should have been it. With that heal, we are definitely having the upper hand now. Okay, so one last blessing for all of us. Kana, get ready. More skeletons, please.
Stand.
Your skeletons attack the archer again.
Get up.
Now it's just a matter of waiting until Raedric falls. And he has fallen. Now everyone attack the archer.
That's it.
Ooh, that was one intense combat. Let's quick save. Oh, that was exhausting. Now comes the good part. Plundering. Let's see. We have Justice, a unique great sword. Something for our main character, perhaps. More crush damage. I'll probably read through that in a fitting lore video. A Spellwright's Tome. Something for our guy here. The rest, anything of importance? Well, the plate armor. And the rest of that stuff, just loot into our box. Whew. Save again. Thought something would happen. We heard that you had moved against the keep, and yet we have arrived too late. But a moment earlier and I would have heard his dying breath. No matter. It is done. The tyrant is dead and our village is free to move into a greater future. Gilded Vale owes you a great debt. I owe you a great debt. You have accomplished what I could not. Take what rewards you care to from the Raedric's walls. You have earned them twice over. Walsh goes over to the throne room smiling. There is much to do. You must send word to the Earl, of course, revoke the cruel laws Raedric has instated. But do not think we will forget your assistance. You have brought about great change. Take pride. Everyone will remember this moment. Come, men, clear these bodies from the hall. With that, Kolch strides eagerly towards the throne. Extraordinary positive. So, is he still sitting there, perhaps? Yes, he is. Forgive me, friend, there's much to do, but we will not forget what you have done for us. So let me tell you right away, good man, be better. Be very much better. Netmar here? It's not. So, yeah, let's visit Netmar first. Let's see what he has to say. Here we come. There is Netmar. And so Gilded Vale has its new Thane. I will trust that you have chosen wisely. Shame, he doesn't say anything more. So I think it's no longer stealing when I take stuff from here. So let's take a lot of stuff. What is that letter? A scrawled note. I got your gift. I can't believe someone actually wrote down that kind of thing on parchment. I left something for you in the chapel. Careful not to go digging in the wrong skull again. More Deerwood lore. And here we have the many faces of Barath. I think I'll need to do a quick sneaking around here.
Keeping quiet.
I can't find anything here. Was it really that down here? Oh well. We shall go down again. And then I shall do a quick investigation run through the keep itself, the ground level floor. Which we haven't seen much of, only the throne room and one side passage. So... Paladins of Barath still stand here. These are stealing, this is not. The Fangs. An archer here. Ooh, that looks nice. Mail armor and a floppy hat. Lots of stuff to sell. Here, just sell swords. Let's see what this room is. I thought the door was open. Can you actually? You can open it. I thought for a moment you couldn't open it. That would have been strange. Lots of stuff here. Something poetry, a compilation. I'm not gonna read poetry. Saint Waidwin, farmer become god. Also interesting. The Deerwood, part 4. We're getting closer to finishing that up. Ocean of Wizards Duel. Oh ho!
Light, flame, and sound.
Aha, okay. That's interesting. Interesting side passage. So, let's explore over here. We've been here actually. It's where we went up and down into the cellars. Some more guards. So there's apparently no vault, which makes me kind of sad. Yep. So, let's go outside and check out the courtyard. Maybe something is there. Would be nice. I would appreciate some valuables. Cough, cough. Ooh, yeah, that would have been a lot of fighting to get out here. Meat. Let's take meat then. Ooh, there's a way down. Ah, okay, it's out here. Bloodstones and some gold. That's more like it. And in here? No, I think the wrong side. I'm just trying to think if I know where this leads. No, I do not. Interesting.
I can do that.
Let's unlock
That's
this.
settled.
Ooh, a fine breastplate.
I
And
can
here
do that.
we have...
That's settled.
Ooh, a fine large shield. That's more like it. That's a small armory, I'd guess. Oh, anything else out here? Yeah, something on the battlements here. Just more quarter stuff. Let's go down. We are. Let's see if there's anything on this side. Rainwater twitching with tiny larvae sloshes in the barrels. Ugh. There's definitely something over here. How do I get there? Not out here, definitely. Oh. Now I want to know how you can get up there. Actually, I distinctly remember trying to find that out the last time I played this far, which is about as far as I ever played, and not really getting anywhere with that. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna call this episode here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've had some fun. We finally managed to take down Raedric for good, and we'll see how this works out, if it does continue at all story-wise. So, if you like the content, consider commenting, liking, and or subscribing. I'm happy for every single bit. And you can also follow me on Twitter at _MattLetter for all the new updates whenever something comes out. And yeah, that's gonna have to do it for today. Hope to see you the next time. Thank you all for watching. Bye.